topic is entitled 12 Damaging Effects on Our Brain. You see, the brain is the most complex part of the human body. It weighs only just about 3 pounds, that is 2% of the body weight, the total body weight. But despite that small weight, it utilizes or it makes use of 20% of the total body energy. The brain has different parts. We have the forebrain, the midbrain, the hindbrain, just for your interest. But remember, the brain has a left hemisphere, right hemisphere. The right hemisphere will normally do what? Will control the left, and the left hemisphere will control the right, as seen in stroke cases. But how does the brain get damaged? You see, the most important thing or function of the brain is communication, which takes place within the brain, and communication that is also important with parts of the body. But the channel by which the brain communicates is through electrical signals or chemical signals. But if anything, like any form of damage, can cause the brain to lose that communication link, and that can bring brain disorders. Now, what are some of the things, the most common things that we do that can cause damage to the brain? Let's listen to this very carefully. Number one cause, remember, we're talking about 12 damaging effects on our brain, or that can cause the brain to shrink and put it in disorder. The first damaging effect is chronic or constant exposure to bad news. Example, on TV, that all the time you just change the channel. You watch TV news a little bit, change the channel, because bad news can bring your emotions down. It puts you in high alert or on the watch out all the time. That brings your emotions down and in a state of shock. Research has shown that it can cause your brain to atrophy. It means that you lose brain cells, or you lose the number of connections between your brain cells, and that will cause it to malfunction, or it causes it to shrink and cause problems. Another factor here, number two factor, is toxic personalities that we meet. People that are negative, avoid them, because these people will bring their stress and all the trauma on you, and that can lead to the same bad news like on TV. Number three cause is less exposure to sunlight. You see, vitamin D is a sunshine vitamin that is important not only for the brain, but for our heart, our sleeping, our bone, immune system. But on top of that, apart from that, the exposure to sunlight also help the body to release hormone called serotonin, which will boost your mood and is important for your brain health as well. Number four cause of damage to our brain is a low fat and low cholesterol diet. People that don't want to eat enough healthy oils. When I talk about healthy oils, I'm talking about extra virgin olive oil or quality olive oil or organic coconut oil. We need that because the brain is 60% fat or cholesterol, so we need it. If you are less on that, it's going to be a problem. Number five cause of brain damage is too much grain food. It means too much bread, pasta, too much of this breakfast cereal, cornflakes can actually reduce your vitamin B1, which is so important for your nerve, for your neurons. And if you are lacking it, chronically lacking vitamin B1, it can shrink part of your brain called hippocampus, which is involved with memories and cognitive functions. When you talk about cognitive function, it's our plan, the way we plan, the way we solve problems, our reasoning. You can lose that ability. In effect, it can lead to what? Dementia. Because when that part of the brain is not working, it's a rare problem. So B1 is important, but the grains can reduce that. The sixth factor is consuming or eating too much sugar food. It can also cause damage to the brain. Number 7 is low stress or no stress at all. The body needs healthy stress. Healthy stress means exercise, intermittent fasting or exposing yourself to a warm water, and then you change it to cold water, and then of course going to high altitude like climbing mountains with low oxygen. This will stimulate your brain cells. It's so important. Now, on the flip side of the coin, high or severe chronic stress can really shrink your brain so quickly, and it can definitely also produce a hormone called cortisol, which will in turn reduce vitamin B1. And B1, when B1 is reduced, you know what it can cause? Reduction in size of your hippocampus. That's part of the brain involved with memories and cognitive functions. Snacking. Too many people snack all the time. I see that, so snacking definitely will cause the pancreas to produce too much insulin, and with time it can lead to insulin resistance, which will in turn affect the brain. Number 10 cause of brain damage is that anything we do that affects or kills the microbes, the healthy bacteria in our gut, in our digestive system. These healthy bacteria or the microbes are very important to help us digest our food and also support our immune system, our heart and the brain. So if you are fond of taking antibiotics or painkillers, these will damage your microbes or the healthy bacteria. Remember, there's a special nerve, it's called the vagus nerve, which connects the gastric system to your brain, and that can be damaged. That can lead to brain damage. Grain-fed animal products, it means that the meat we buy, the animals that feed, they are fed artificially. They have more omega-6, which will produce a lot of inflammation. And remember, inflammation is never a friend to your brain. It will shrink your brain very quickly. Number 12 is the medical conditions like tumors that can grow in the brain, or degenerative brain disease like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's disease can also cause brain damage. Immune disorders like multiple sclerosis or lupus can also cause brain damage. Infections in the body, if your immune system is not okay and infections come in the body all the time, can cause problems to your brain. Genetic condition is not a common thing. It's only 3% of the problem. Seizures and epilepsy can also lead to brain damage. Stroke normally comes because of atherosclerosis. It's been plugging of your arteries. It's the most common cause of brain shrinkage. Of course, will lead to stroke or heart attack. That can also cause brain damage as well. Medical procedures like surgery, radiation therapy, chemotherapy can also cause brain problems as well, brain damage. Heavy metal poisoning and other toxins can lead to also brain damage. Beloveds, we've learned a lot about the 12 key factors that can cause damage to our brain. You may have a brain problem or not. You can protect yourself, prevent it by taking formulas specially produced to save or slow down the shrinking process of your brain. If you have any other chronic problem, it's a disease that you've been living with for some time, a call away is a WhatsApp number. You can share the number, be a blessing to somebody. It's +44 738 464 7300. If you're calling within the UK, it's 0738 464 7300. You can join me also on my YouTube channel. Put in Dr. James Natural Link. Dr. James Natural Link. Go there, you subscribe. There are a lot of presentations there, and also subscribe so that I don't miss any other future programs. Thank you so much.